This video is to show you how we would go about making a graph and adding error bars. So, table at the top is our raw data. Go ahead and on yours, make sure that you are calculating your averages and your standard deviations. Notice in this second table, I've done what's called a background subtraction. Our zero value is what we're going to call our background, and so that's been subtracted from all of the data here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my X values, which in this case are concentration. Then I'm going to press and hold the control button so that I can highlight my Y data, my averages. Go to Insert, click on Charts, we want Scatter. At this stage, we can go ahead and add some labels. So click on the Y-axis, add chart element on the top left, axis titles, and we'll do our primary vertical axis, which is our average response. And that's absorbance. So it's in arbitrary units. On the x-axis, we can put concentration. And the units are micrograms per mil. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add some error bars. Tell us how good this data really is. So we can click on the data points, and you have two options. You can either right-click to format the data series, or you could click here and get to the same menu. So format data series, and nope, I'm wrong. We want to go here, chart elements, and tick error bars. Go here, and we want more options, please, because we've calculated our errors. We've calculated our standard deviations here, and that's what we want to put onto our graph. At the moment it looks crazy because it's given us a fake value of 1. It's just picked a number. We want to have a custom value. In this case, we've already calculated, so click on Specify. Our positive and our negative values are the same in this case. They aren't always, so it's nice to have that option. I've highlighted my standard deviation for my positive, highlight my standard deviation for my negative, and click OK. Now, last thing we need to do is we have a second set of error bars here. It's given us both X and Y. We fixed the Y, but we don't want the X, so you can just click on one of them, it highlights all of them, and press delete. And what you can now see is we have the error bars onto our data set. If you look over here, we've done calculate the background, we've calculated the average, the standard deviation, and the percent, and I haven't calculated percentage CV. We've plotted it, and the last thing we need to do is include a line of best fit, the equation, and the R squared, so how much the line of best fit actually describes the data. So click on your data again, right-click, add trend line, and then over on the format trend line options, we want to display equation on chart and display R squared value. You can move this text around, put it somewhere that it's convenient, And the other thing that's good to check is that you are not using too many significant figures. So I've removed my chart title because instead I'm going to have a figure legend. Figure legend should describe exactly what the graph shows. It does not include details about the method or interpretation of the data.